This program contains adult language and situations which may be considered offensive to some viewers and/or children, but more likely their parents.
So first off, I want to talk about I hate my fucking neighborhood. I'm sure you kiddies already know that. By the way, I got a check in the mail today. I don't know how much it's for. It better be for a high amount. Better be for my fucking computer. Anyway, I want to talk about this mail situation here, where the mail comes way too fucking late. Yesterday, I caught that motherfucker delivering mail at fucking 3:27 in the afternoon. 3:27. Now, okay, whatever. It's bullshit. It's bullshit because they come so goddamn late. Why do they have to come this fucking late? It's 3:27. I don't want to hear any fucking excuse about how, well, Lovejoy is near the fucking post office and you're the last on their route. Bullshit. No, because my parents live in they live about fucking a couple blocks away and they get their mail at a respectable hour. They get it, I don't know, noon. Noon's fine. What's wrong with noon? No, my mail comes at 3:27 in the afternoon. Sometimes it doesn't come until like fucking 6. Why? Come on, stop with this shit. Have it come at fucking 8 in the morning. So anyway, I got a check. We're opening it. Let me get my menacing letter opener. I gotta be menacing about this. I gotta be as menacing as possible. Come on. It ripped. I hope I don't rip the fucking check in half. Or did I fucking rip it? It's my menacing letter opener. How much is it gonna be, like, for the $2 fucking dollars? Let's see. What the Are you fucking serious? What is this for? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Yeah. Let me just show you how much money they gave me. Pay that amount. Yeah. Thank you, sweet fucking Jesus. Alright, what is this all about? And she fucking spelled my name wrong. Oh well. Costantino. That's not my name. Michael, computer printer. That's not for a printer, it's for a fucking computer. So, let me just... Looks like Puppy's going shopping tomorrow. Okay. Calm the fuck down. I'm gonna calm my tits right now. Okay. So, here's the deal. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about fucking Lovejoy anyway. You know. Lovejoy has been beat to the ground by me. Lovejoy has been one of those things that I'm pretty sure y'all are sick and tired of me talking about. Okay, Lovejoy Lovejoy, I agree. Lovejoy needs to just die. I'm sorry, but North Korea just needs to fucking drop a nuke right on Lovejoy. Just drop it. Just drop that fucking nuke right in the center of the Lovejoy area of Buffalo. That's the bomb brother. I don't know. Just drop that fucking bomb. Forget about Lovejoy. I don't care about living. I'll be caught in a blast and I'll be happy. Okay? I'll look like that fish guy from Japan that looks like he just put his head on a fucking George Foreman grill. I don't give a shit. As long as I die seeing Lovejoy cleansed, I'm happy. Nah. I'm serious. I'm not gonna say a nuke, but something needs to fucking change. Here's the thing. I'll sum up Lovejoy in a very simple way. Okay? Lovejoy, we have a mayor, Mayor Byron Brown. He's a black man. Not that we're going to hold that against him, but yes, Byron Brown is a black man. And we have a black mayor. Gravy, what are you doing? We have a black mayor. Okay? Not that there's anything wrong with black people, but it comes into play. I'm not just saying that he's black to say that he's black. There's actually a reason. Unlike the people in Lovejoy who will say, oh yeah, my house got robbed by a black guy, or I got into a car accident with a black guy. The race doesn't matter, okay, in that situation. But saying that Byron Brown is a black man, this matters here, okay? His blackness matters. So, with that said, okay, Byron Brown, okay, Byron Brown, when he first took office, the first thing that he did, okay, first thing in office, the first thing that he did was say, listen, we're not going to have the Lovejoy Carnival anymore. Back in the early 2000s and throughout the 90s and whatever, every single year in the summertime, they would block off East Lovejoy Street, and they would have a carnival. They'd have rides, they'd have games, pizzerias would be out there, selling pizza and whatnot. It was actually something positive that happened in Lovejoy, believe it or not. They had a bingo tent, and a lot, you people hear me say shit like, 069, that's what I'm talking about. That's where it came from. And I'll explain that. I'll explain the joke to you kiddies right now. So, the 069 thing. So, back when we had this Lovejoy Carnival thing going on, we had the bingo tent, okay, and it was like everyone would go in there, and it was kind of gambling. It was, whatever the case may be, everyone was allowed to do it. It was more than gambling. It was more like I don't know. It was gambling, but let's just say it was gambling, but I guess it was legal for minors. I don't fucking know. So we had, like, I was like, what, 16, 17, and I would go in there, and I think there was like a group of, like, maybe kids my age, 16, 17 years old behind me, and we were fucking playing fucking bingo, and behind me, they called out 069. And then, I hear behind me all these kids go, "That's what I'm talking about, 'cause 69. Yeah." So it's kind of like one of those, let's be immature about everything kind of thing. Like, okay, whatever. But anyway, first thing Byron Brown did becoming mayor, he said, "We're getting rid of that fucking Lovejoy carnival." Why? Well, Byron Brown thought it was racist. And this is a black man saying that this is racist. He thinks the way I do. I know, it's racist. He's thinking the way I do, because predominantly Lovejoy is racist. It's traditionally a racist neighborhood. There's a lot of old school, old time white people in the neighborhood, and they're all old school, and they're all fucking, what do you call it? They're real, territorial about the neighborhood. They're seeing all kinds of shit go down. They were here like 100 years ago. They saw, like Polonia. It was an old Polish neighborhood with Polonia. And they saw, around the Broadway Market area, kind of. They saw that area go from Polish to fucking black. It's now it's a fucking hood. And they felt that Lovejoy, little ass fucking Lovejoy, was like the last stand, pretty much, in terms of, we need a neighborhood that isn't changed, that still has white people, that isn't touched by black people. And it was pretty much like they're holding down the fort. So a lot of what happens is, black people try to come in, and then the old white racists will drive them out of the neighborhood with shotguns, and they'll burn their houses down and throw rocks through the windows, and and it's only a matter of time before they can only hold out so long, because the racists are like older people. They're old people. They're like old men now, and they have to pass along with the younger crowd, and these younger kids are more liberal, and a lot of these white women are dating these black guys, and that's just the way it is, So yeah, now it's starting to come back. It's starting to come in with the black people, and when I say Lovejoy is racist, it is. Or I should say it's traditionally racist, but these days it's not really racist. It's just more like trashy. It's just a lot of fucking trash, just trashy white people, and it's just a nasty neighborhood. And you know, you got there's a big difference between young people today that are just fucking trash. They go into the fucking 7-Eleven, and this is everybody that goes into that 7-Eleven in Lovejoy, just trashy fucking, like the women in Lovejoy, just trashy women. They're always the ones that are like they have like the fucking, they just have like fucking, they just look like they just got done shooting a load of heroin. And they have their fucking hair up in a fucking bun, like it's just fucking nasty. And they're walking into the 7-Eleven, probably all high on heroin. The fucking girl's wearing no fucking bra, and it's just, they're not even wearing actual pants. They're just wearing like pajama pants with like fucking SpongeBob on them or some bullshit. They're wearing like a fucking tank top that's like 2 sizes too small, and like the fat rolls are just like flowing off. It's like a muffin top or whatever I would call it. It's that kind of shit. It's like you put, if Walmart was a fucking neighborhood, that would be Lovejoy. There, you just summed up Lovejoy. If fucking Walmart was a neighborhood, it would be Lovejoy. Okay? There, it's done. That's all you need to fucking know. Okay? There's the perfect analogy. So, first thing Byron Brown did was he abolished the Lovejoy Carnival, saying it was racist. Okay, well, Lovejoy's racist, but just a carnival? Is that racist? I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. But when you think about it, Lovejoy is like the very last thing. Excuse me a second. Lovejoy is like the very last thing. Like when the mayor has to do budgets and whatnot. His Byron Brown's pet project at the moment is that fucking canal, is the fucking canal side shit down at the harbor front. That's his pet project, and he feels that every other, like when he does budgets, Lovejoy is usually the very last on the list, okay? And the sup, when anytime like any like new funding happens in Lovejoy, it's always done by one man, okay? Then the man's, it's everything that gets, any money that comes into Buffalo or comes into Lovejoy, it's not done by the mayor, okay? It's always this one man named Richard Fontana, and or Dick Fontana, you should call him, because, you know, Dick is short for Richard. So, he's the guy, Dick Fontana is the guy that pretty much, he's like the neighborhood revitalist for Lovejoy. And fun fact too, when I was living on Lovejoy, okay, I had a landlord on Lovejoy named Norm Backus, older man. He died. I also had the guy that was like, he was the other guy that was coming over. His name was Rick, and he was a dick. No pun intended. He really was a dick. Even though the word Rick is short for Richard, and also the word dick is short for Richard. So yeah, Rick is literally a dick. Okay? But he's also a dick because he's a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like Dick Fontana, Dick McCarthy, they're all fucking dicks. And like Norm Backus died, and it was a big thing. So they were trying to sell off the property, and like a month or so before I moved out, I was getting calls from all these different people that wanted to buy the fucking house. And actually, one of the people that wanted to buy the house was actually Dick Fontana. So, what actually happened was I moved out, and I was still getting some calls. And one of the calls was from Dick Fontana wanting to look at this fucking place. And I had to talk to Dick Fontana, and I said, listen, I don't even live there anymore, so you're going to have to deal with fucking, I don't know what the fuck you call the fucking Jamie over there, that, you know, he's going to call the police every time you play a fucking song or play your video game every time. You're going to have to deal with that asshole for you know, you know, you're gonna have to work something out with him. I have nothing to do with that apartment anymore. So sucks to be you, Dick Fontana. I don't even know who bought the house. But yeah, Dick Fontana wanted to buy my fucking house. So Dick Fontana is kind of like the rich guy of Lovejoy. I guess he grew up around here. He's pretty popular. He was the same guy that tried to get fucking Mr. Ski Mask off the fucking air. I don't like him because I know Mr. Ski Mask, and Mr. Ski Mask is a good man. And if you try to fuck with you fuck with Mr. Ski Mask, you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? You do not fuck with the Squee Mask. You get it? You do not fuck with the Squee Mask. You do not fuck with the Squee Mask. Alright? The Squee Mask. You get what I'm saying here? So here's the thing. So that's the whole thing. When Byron Brown became mayor, he said, we're not doing any more. Well, I'm not doing any more fucking. I'm not giving any more money to fucking Lovejoy. All the money that's going into Lovejoy, all the money that I'm putting for the budget is going to fucking Canal Side. It's going toward North Buffalo. It's going toward Allentown, Elmwood Village. And you know what? To be honest, I don't fucking blame them. You know, I actually don't blame Mayor Byron Brown for that. A lot of times I'll go to like Elmwood Village, or I'll go to fucking North Buffalo or something. I'm walking around, and a lot of times I see fucking Byron Brown walking down the street. In fact, y'all see, I actually got him on a live stream once. I wasn't even intending to, but I was live streaming his ass. I was doing a live stream in the Elmwood Village, and I just so happened to run across him. You never see him walking around down here. He'll be like, He'd be like, He'd be getting lynched around here. You know what I'm saying? He'd be getting a knife in the fucking asshole around here. He doesn't come around here. He doesn't come around here. Because his black ass is scared. He'll go to like, and you know what? If I was him, I'd be fucking scared too. I don't fucking blame him. So around here, it's this weird fucking thing. It's this weird fucking thing around here where it's pretty much, if you live in Lovejoy, you're pretty much fending for yourself around here. You want more shops around here. You want more shit to do. You want your roads fixed around here. Do it your fucking self. Or fucking call up Dick Fontana to do it. Because like Dick Fontana's a guy. Dick Fontana, Byron Brown is probably one of those guys. He probably says like, you know what? I wouldn't even mind if Lovejoy just became its own fucking little fucking town. That's how much he hates Lovejoy. It's like, you know what? Let Cheektowaga, let Cheektowaga become part of Lovejoy. That's how he thinks. That's how and he would do it too. If Cheektowaga came up to him and said, "Listen, we'll pay you, I don't know, $1 million." If Dick Griffin went up to Mayor Brown and said, "Listen, I'll pay you $1 million, and I'll buy fucking Lovejoy off you," Byron Brown will say, this is who you can make the fucking check out to. Okay. That's and you know what? I'll be honest. We'd probably be better off under fucking Cheektowaga. I'll be honest. We'd probably be better off being ruled by Cheektowaga. And I don't even like Cheektowaga. But the point is that when you live in Lovejoy, you're fending for yourself. You can get, and you know what? You can get Dick Fontana should be mayor of Lovejoy. No, not mayor of Buffalo. Just mayor of fucking Lovejoy. Dick Fontana should just be the fucking. He should just become the emperor of fucking Lovejoy. That's how much fucking money he puts into this neighborhood. And you know what? It doesn't seem like a lot, but you gotta realize too, it's just one fucking guy. It's one fucking guy doing everything. And so, where was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I talked too much about Lovejoy. Okay, I talked too much about Lovejoy at this point. And I talked so much about Lovejoy that it makes me forget what I really put on the camera for. And that is to bitch out my mom again. This is nothing we'd never heard before. But, and there's that but word again. But, I'm here to bitch out my mom. But, and there's that but again, the rebuttal. I'm sorry. She needs to know what the fuck is going on. She needs to know that she really did fucking screw me over. What the fuck am I talking about? So, I got out of jail, and I went to court. I went to Cheektowaga Court on the 21st of June. Okay, I saw the judge. The judge said, okay, we'll release you. You take the plea deal and you'll get released later tonight. Okay. So, you get released tonight, but you have to, no, back that up. You have to abide by a 1-year restraining order. My mom comes up to the fucking stand. Listen, I mean, yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. Is that how you fucking address a judge to his face? Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. Is that how you fucking address a judge to his face? Just say, yes, Judge? No. No, Mom. First off, back the fuck up. You do not address a judge as Judge to his face. Okay? You do not address him as Judge to his face. You say, Your Honor. That's what you call him to his face. If he was the fucking king, you would have to call him Your Royal Highness to his face. Yeah, you don't say yes, King. You call him Your Royal Highness. When you're not in front of him, you can call him whatever the fuck you want. You could call him fucking asshole, fucking, idiot, fucking. You could call him a fucking N-word. It doesn't fucking matter. When you're in front of him, you call him Your Honor. Just like when you're in front of a fucking king, you call that king Your Royal Highness. Okay? You call the fucking king Your Royal Highness. Or you could call him your Royal Majesty. I think that's the real that's the actual term. Yes, your Royal Majesty. You don't say yes, King, no, King. When I was in front of that judge, you know what everything I said, because I have a mouth like a fucking sailor. I am so inappropriate. And it took a lot out of me getting in front of the judge. And yes, I'm calling him the judge because I'm not in front of him. But I got in front of that judge, and it took a lot out of me. I was already fucking, nervous. But when I had to speak, I had to actually consciously make sure that everything ended in, yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor. Every sentence I had to consciously add Your Honor to. And I did it. And I did it because that is how you address a judge in front of him. If I was in front of a king, I would have to consciously say, yes, Your Royal Highness, or whatever the hell they want to be called. Yes, Your Royal Majesty. If I was in front of a prince or a princess, I would have to call them, yes, Your Highness. Yes, Your Majesty. when it's a prince or a princess, it's your highness, or your royal, your highness or your majesty. When it's a king or a queen, it's your royal highness, your royal majesty. I don't go up to a princess and say, "Yes, princess." "No, princess." "Yes, king." "No, king." It's not like if you were to go up to fucking Donald Trump as president of the United States of America, you don't go up to him and say, "Yo, Donald Trump." You don't go up to him and go, "Yo, Don." No, you say, "Mr. President." That's how you refer to the man when you're in front of him. Unless you're fucking buddy with the dude, you do not call him. You don't go, "Donald Trump." You don't call him Mr. Trump. You call him Mr. President. God, why is this so hard to understand? So my mom goes up in front of the judge in the most fucking peasant way possible. No bra, no teeth, and she's saying, "Yes, judge." "No, judge." She goes in front of the judge in the most classless manner. She's wearing pajama pants, no fucking bra. She doesn't have her fucking dentures in. And, she has her hair on top of her head. And she looks like she just had a fucking stroke. Okay? And she's like, "Listen, Judge, I want you to make it a court order that he receives counseling, mental health counseling." And you could see the look at this judge's eyes, like, you could see the look on his face, like, could she be any more peasant-like? And he's like, "Okay." Hit the fucking hammer or whatever down. Pretend this is a hammer. Alright. Order for you to get counseling, mental health counseling. Make sure, and he's like shaking the hammer at me like this. He's doing like the fucking Bill Clinton thing like this. Bill Clinton. Whenever you see Bill Clinton, it's like he's like waving a remote control around. And he's like, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman." And he does it like on cadence. Like he's like, you put two drumsticks on him, I can not have sex. Like, I don't know. He's like you can do like this, watch. "I did not have sexual relations with that woman." And he does it like that. Every beat, he just does that. Okay, like he's drumming. Like it looks like he had a remote control in his hand, like he's holding an invisible remote control. But imagine the judge, he has the fucking hammer or whatever in his hand. He's like, "I want you to get counseling. I want the therapist to write a letter to the court to ensure that you have counseling, and I want you to abide by a 1-year restraining order." And he's like, "You're free to go." And he hits the hammer down on the little fucking piece of cheese, or I don't know what the fuck it is, but it like echoes. And then when people get out of line, he just hits it like a couple more times, like, "Order in the fucking court." Like, that's so fucking cool. I want to be a judge, so I can like You know, I got some hammering I need done, Your Honor. You want to build a house? You can do that. You can do that all day long. You like the hammer? Hammer smashed face, biatch. Can you imagine if there was like a judge serial killer and he goes around and goes around and kills people with like his fucking judge hammer or whatever. It's like the hammer of judgment, and he just like beats someone over the head with the Thor's hammer. Can you imagine that? And then when he gets arrested, he can be his own judge at his own trial. The fuck am I even talking? Anyway, the problem with what my mom did is, and you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care if this was intentional or not. Because I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. There was no reason for her to ever go in front of that judge. There was no reason. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why there was no reason. Okay, I'll tell you why. There was no reason for her to ever go in front of that judge. And this is why. Because that judge... Here's the thing. I know my mom is going to say it. And here's my rebuttal for that. My mom's going to hear this and she's going to say, well, the judge would have said this anyway. The judge would have made you go to counseling no matter if I went in front of that judge or not. Okay, valid point. However, if you really thought that, okay, if you really thought that he was going to say, I want him in counseling for a year. If you really thought that, why would you even get in front of that judge anyway? Why would you even get in front of him if you knew that he was going to say something like that? Let the man do his fucking job. He didn't need you telling him how to do a job. Okay? Why even get in front of the judge in the first place? You knew he was going to say something like that. So, there really is no way to prove that he would have said that. Right? It really isn't. The only thing that I can think of is that because my mom got in front of the judge, she is now responsible for his court order thing. And by responsible, I think that I'm going to assume that, because she got in front of the judge, that's why the judge ordered the thing in the first place. Okay? It wasn't because she got in front. It wasn't because. Had she not got in front of him, would he have said it? Maybe. But now we know that she is responsible for this court order. Okay, we cannot say that this is the work of the judge. We cannot say that. All we can say is that she got in front of the judge, and now there's really no way. There really is no way. There really is no way of knowing what would have happened had she never got in front of that judge. Okay? Who knows? Who knows? He could have just said, by a 1-year restraining order, and that was it. But here's the other thing. Because it became a court order, This is something that I have to abide by now. And every single time I get... And... Every single time I get dropped by a fucking shrink. And well, I'm gonna be honest here as well. These shrinks are not easy to find, okay? Now, I think I found a new shrink, okay? I gotta go tomorrow. I'll be honest. This is the pack they want me to fill out. I'm not gonna say where it is, but I'm gonna just say that yes, the therapist isn't Lovejoy. Okay, you can deduce all you want, but you'll never figure it out. And it wasn't very easy to find. Okay, it wasn't really easy to figure out where to go. I pretty much where is it? You see this thing? I had to call, and I have my finger over the fucking, this is just an envelope. But these are all kinds of numbers that I had to call today in order to find a fucking therapist. It's exhausting. It really is exhausting to try to do this. I think I actually got a therapist, but only time will tell. I gotta go tomorrow to do some paperwork and whatnot. But it's gonna be one of those things. Here's the thing though, I never realized how hard it was to get a fucking therapist around here. Not even in Lovejoy, but in Buffalo in general, you know? I never really understood how hard it was to actually get a fucking therapist. Okay? And I pray I don't have to do this again. But, so I just called a bunch of places between, like, this whole week. And when Horizon, here's the thing, here's the whole history. I got out of jail, I started seeing Dr. Nintendo, okay? Okay, I saw him for a couple months. He dropped me because YouTube and the whole fucking thing with the recording, it was stupid. I don't know. So he dropped me. Then I found a new therapist within a week. That Weidman woman, whatever. I saw her once. She dropped me. And say what you want about my mom, we all know that she... And you know what? My mom is fucking lying about that one. She didn't call that therapist and talk to her. You know how I know? Because the therapist... Here's the other thing. Not only did I I didn't even give my mom. I told Bob, which... Okay, maybe I shouldn't trust Bob that much, but I told Bob, one of her friends, about my therapist with this woman named Susan Becker Weidman. Okay, that's her real name. And I told Bob about it, and I even called her Dr. Weinstein. And on purpose, okay? Just because. And I'll tell you what, I didn't even tell Bob about me going there, okay, until she actually dropped me. So, here's the thing. I went to see her. She dropped me the next day, so I only had one therapist session with her. She dropped me the next day, said that her caseload was too full. Then I told Bob that I saw her, gave her a fake name. I didn't tell Bob that she dropped me. Now my mom's taking credit for her dropping me. You know, you see how I like to catch my mom in lies? And then you wonder why I can't trust her. Then you wonder why everything has to be recorded. You know? Come on, just keep fucking going over it. Anyway, so this Susan, what am I talking about now? So after Susan Weidman, I found Horizon, okay, and I saw the guy at Horizon for a couple sessions, 3 sessions. They dropped me. You know why? You know why? Because they said they couldn't treat me because of my Asperger's syndrome. That's what they actually said. We can't treat you. You have Asperger's. You can't be treated here because you have Asperger's. We don't deal with Asperger's people. We don't deal with your people. We don't deal with you people. You people. What do you mean by us people? You know what I'm saying? So it's back to the fucking drawing board. And I thought Horizon would have taken care of me too. Oh well. Sucks to be me. So it's back to the fucking drawing board. And then Horizon actually tried to hook me up with a bunch of shit. I got this number here from them. I actually got a call back today from this OPWDD thing, who then gave me this girl's name, this Thea. I don't know. So she gave me Thea, and then she gave me all kinds of other. So she said, call this Thea chick. I called this Thea chick, who, I talked to so many people today. I don't even know who the fuck it's like names and numbers. Okay, so this Thea chick at this Elmwood Health Center, I think it was. I can probably get in there. But then I got another call from, where the fuck is it now? This other, with one of these numbers on here. This one therapist named Ashley Miracle. I don't even fucking know anymore. So this Ashley Miracle chick says, hey, you know, I'm a therapist, but I don't take insurance. I don't take any insurance. I charge $150 a session. It's like, great. Like, that does me any good. So, I don't know. I actually asked her, I was like, listen, since you can't help me, is there anybody else that could? She's like, where are you located? I said, I live in Lovejoy. She's like, perfect. I know a place that's 5-minute walk from where you are. So I said, oh, okay. Where is it? Told me the address, gave me a phone number. She said, all you gotta do is walk in there and say, listen, I'm here for a therapist. So I did that. I actually went down there today. So I went down there and they told me, well, you have to pre-register. And then there was this whole big thing about how, well, since you have Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield and the Medicare is primary and the Blue Cross is secondary and all this other shit, you need to see a special therapist. Fortunately, we Fortunately for you, we have a specialized therapist. But you have to call her tomorrow, and you gotta call tonight and pre-register and fill out this paperwork tonight. Come back in the morning and go, because I need this specialized therapist for Medicare. You know what? I never, you know, getting a fucking job isn't even this complicated, really. And, oh shit. Oh shit, this isn't gonna be good. I put my fucking pizza in way too long, and now it's a fucking hockey puck. Oh, yeah, I hate when that happens. I fucking burn the pizza in shit. You know how you can get like a white pizza? Check this shit out. You can get a white pizza. But ever heard of a black pizza? It's not, I don't know. It's just gonna be really fucking hard and really fucking burnt. I have a pizza that's blacker than my dad. Okay? Whatever that's supposed to mean. Somebody actually said that once. I don't know. It was a white guy. Who said that? Did the fucking... Did what's his face say that? That fucking Joe Haas or whatever? Fucking Grandmaster Titty. Did he say that? Yeah, it's black like my dad. Did he actually say that? I don't know. I'm gonna start saying that. My dad isn't even black. Actually, he is. Actually, my dad is black because, you know, with the Constantino name, we went through this already. Constantino is a black name. It's a black man's name because the Italians were conquered by the Moors. We all heard the story. You know, a couple of years ago, the Italians were conquered by the Moors. You know, so I'm part eggplant. Get the fuck over it. Anyway, I have to go back down to my therapist tomorrow. Hopefully this whole shit works. You know, why? I mean, just fucking why? I never realized how much hassle getting a therapist actually is. I thought it would just be like, okay, call them, one of them up. And here's the thing too, a lot of these therapists don't do fucking insurance. A lot of them are private pay only. A lot of these therapists won't see you if it's a court-ordered thing. If you have to see, like, they won't deal with courts. They do not, like, a lot of them don't like dealing with courts. You know, they will just flat out say, I've had one guy say, listen, I won't deal with courts. If you want to come in here, that's fine. But I am not writing a letter to the fucking court. You know? And there's some people that are like it got to the point where it's like I don't even want to tell them about my court order. I actually feel like I should just leave that out because that's kind of a big deal breaker for some reason. For some of these therapists is the fucking court order thing. You cannot have a therapist, if it's a court order. So I feel like I should just leave that out. And then, like, if the judge wants this bring back to court, I could just be like, listen, it's not my fault that this therapist never sent you over a fucking thing. I'm going, I can prove that. You know, but I can't 100% guarantee that it's gonna be, be like this for you. And what is the judge gonna do? He's not gonna put me behind bars for something that really isn't my fault. I mean, I can't force anybody to do anything. But I mean, like, I could see it now. I didn't get the notice yet, but I could see it now. I might have to go back to court because Horizon dropped me. Every single time a therapist drops me, I go back to fucking court. And I get questioned over it. And that's why it really pissed me off when the guy at Horizon said, he was trying to play it down like, oh, no, you don't understand, this will be such a painless thing, we'll dress it up. The point is that you're not getting the point here. The point is that it doesn't matter if you dress it up. It doesn't matter. What matters is you're bringing more attention to the court every single time I get dropped by a therapist. You bring more attention to them, and eventually it doesn't matter how much attention it is. It doesn't matter whether it's like, okay, you got all this attention, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's, oh yeah, I got dropped by my. It doesn't matter why I got dropped. The whole point is that I got dropped. You know. Maybe something that he didn't understand. That, oh, they're not going to send you back to court. We'll tell them, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Every single time, you're bringing attention to it. This wasn't the intention. I just want to do this fucking year. Fucking make the judge happy. And leave it at that. I want to do my year of therapy. I want to do my year of the fucking restraining order. Then I want to just fucking move on with my fucking life. And this is not good for my mental health either. Being dragged to fucking court. If the judge was that concerned about my mental health, he wouldn't be dragging me back and forth between court every couple weeks. Like I said, it's not about why I got dropped from people. The whole point is that I did get dropped. So you have to figure it has to be like maybe like 3 weeks after a therapist drops me that I'm going to get a letter from the court So we're approaching that here. So in 3 weeks, I gotta find another fucking counselor. I hope this is something that I can go to. You know, or else I'm fucked. Okay? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can't see a mental health therapist. Because technically I don't have a mental health diagnosis. Technically, Asperger's syndrome is not mental health. It's developmental disability. And the developmental disability people won't take me because I fall through the fucking cracks. They consider me too high functioning or whatever to get their fucking services. So the only thing that I can that'll take me are these private pay therapists. Okay? They're private therapists that don't take insurance or don't take my insurance. But they're also asshole expensive. I mean, they do give you better quality of care, but they're asshole expensive. Okay? And I just hope my mom realizes this. That one, I can't, like, a lot of the shit that she wants me to do, I can't. I mean, this was her intent all along. You know? Maybe she knew that with the insurance, that not a lot of therapists take the insurance. Maybe she's like, maybe I can fucking manipulate the fucking court system so that he can't, you know, talk about my lies anymore. You know? I don't know, maybe that was their whole plan. Was to say, listen, I know a way to get him to shut the fuck up. I'm going to go in front of that judge and make it a court order to see a therapist. We know that our insurance, we know that the insurance on him, they won't take because not a lot of therapists take it. Okay? You won't be able to afford the fucking therapy. Plus, if we feel that we found somebody, we'll just call them up and tell them all kinds of shit. We'll sabotage it. He'll be in violation of the restraining order. He'll be in violation of the fucking release. He'll be back in jail. And he can do no more videos in jail. And we own his fucking ass now. And my pedophile dad's over there like, is that really gonna work? And he's just taking my mom's side because she doesn't fucking nurse. I think that just like keeping quiet about my women and my jobs, I should keep quiet about where I go to therapy. Because And that's another thing too. A lot of these therapists, a lot of anything around here, jobs and whatnot, a lot of these places, they require you, like if it's a job application, they require you right on the job application to put down an emergency contact. And back then, I was just putting down my mom. Okay? Now, if I don't put out emergency contact, or well, you need an emergency contact. I don't want an emergency contact. That's the other thing too. Yesterday I went to go, I actually signed up for a gym yesterday. Believe it or not. And on the application they wanted a fucking emergency contact. I didn't put anything down. And they were going through the fucking thing there and they said, oh, you don't want an emergency contact. Nah. Alright. Like Horizons, they make you put down an emergency contact. And they're like, do you have any fucking family or anything that you can put? I'm like, I don't want an emergency. They kind of forced me to put it down. Okay. I don't really want her to be an emergency contact. Because that gives them permission. It's almost like a release. It's actually, yeah, it actually is like a release then. My mom calls up, and here's the other thing too. When I was going, here's the thing. My mom wants to be so into my fucking business that she I ended up, I was going to therapy at, at Jewish Family Services at one point. And she actually tried to get a job there. She actually did have a job there. And I really think that during her time at Jewish Family Services, she was able to get my records somehow. And I don't like that. And yeah, this pizza's okay, but the fucking end, the crust ends, I don't really like it because it's too burnt. I prefer my fucking pizza to be chewy, like my parents' dog. Chewy. Chewbacca. Yeah, this pizza sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. I just put it in too long. Yeah. It's like, I don't, like, to be honest, I really don't want to get a job in Lovejoy. Okay. Because if I really wanted to, I could get a job down at fucking 7-Eleven or something. But I don't want to fucking get a job there. I could probably get a job at Carbone's or something. But I don't really want to get a job in Lovejoy. You know why? Because here's the thing. Okay? I get a job in Lovejoy. Okay? And my parents will be the first ones to sit there and say, why would you want to move? Your job's right here. So you'd rather move and then take a longer bus ride to and from work. The point is that I want to get the fuck out of here. My parents wanted me to, before I go to jail, my mom wanted me to get a job at Trippy Foods. She was like right around the corner from here. And you know what she said? She's like, you know, you don't have to go that far. It's right on the street. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather not. Because then you're going to use this and say, listen, why do you want to move to North Buffalo when your fucking job is right here? Because I fucking hate living around here. Why do you think I chose Horizon on fucking Hurdle? I'm pretty sure that there's a Horizon Center right on Bailey. But I chose one on Hurdle. Why? Because I don't want to move to fucking North Buffalo. You know what? You got people like fucking Mr. Ski Mask talking about. We're talking about shit like, yeah, let's boycott. Yeah, Mr. Ski Mask and shit saying, yeah, let's boycott all of Cheektowaga because they took away the fucking flea market. How about let's boycott Lovejoy? Yeah, let's do that instead. I'd rather boycott Lovejoy, to be honest. How about instead of going to that 7-Eleven on Lovejoy, I just go to a fucking 7-Eleven that's all the way out in North Buffalo. How about that? I'll take 2 buses to a 7-Eleven. Oh, you want to get pizza? Is that what you want to do? Go to Carbone's? No. How about we just go? How about I go take the long trip to North Buffalo and get pizza? Because I don't want to spend money in Lovejoy. And you know what? I'll do it too. And by the way, I'm not saying other areas don't have their fair shit. Okay, like I'm not saying other areas in Buffalo don't have their problems. For example, Elmwood Village, they have their fucking problems. The Elmwood Village took away Home of the Hits. Okay, they took away Allentown Music, Home of the Hits, Mondo Video. Anything that's on that fucking block is gone now. So that they could put in a fucking apartment building, which, by the way, is a better choice for to put there than it was a better choice to put a fucking Walmart where the super flea is. That's just a fucking that's just salt in the wound right there. The Walmart on the super flea, that's just a slap in the face right there. But no, seriously though. Some people don't like that they took away the fun Home of the Hits. I'm like, okay, Mr. Ski Mask, why aren't you boycotting fucking Elmwood then? I mean, to be honest, yeah, I'm sad to see fucking Home of the Hits go. And Allentown Music and Mondo Video. But let's keep it real here. Allentown Music actually upgraded from that place to another place on Amherst Street, and it's a bigger place. The one on Elmwood felt fucking cramped as hell. You walk through, you're like bumping into like 60 guitars. It was fucking a mess. Allentown Music over on Amherst is it's a better place. It's bigger. There's more room. It doesn't feel like claustrophobia over there. You know. So in that regard, that is a blessing in disguise. They were able to get a better place and a better location. You know. Home of the Hits, well, that's a different story. That's a sad story. Home of the Hits is where you went to if you like death metal and you needed your death metal fix. Home of the Hits was a fucking shit. Close that down. Mondo Video, they were the fucking shit. You know why? You can go from Mondo Video to fucking Home of the Hits to fucking Allentown Music. So you can get Mondo Video was like, it wasn't a porn store. No, it was a place you can go and rent movies, buy movies, and it was all kinds of like weird, obscure movies. There was a lot of indie films. There was a lot of like low budget horror movies. Like, you go in there, you can get the original Dead Alive. I'm talking the original one. The original New Zealand Dead Alive. It's called Brain Dead. You could have got that there. You could have it's right on the fucking shelf. You could have got Brain Dead. You ever see Brain Dead out in the wild? No, you haven't. You know why? Because Brain Dead was never released outside of New Zealand. So some asshole went to New Zealand or had it shipped from New Zealand to here, and now it's in a rental store. You know, I fucking love Mondo Video. And I loved Home of the Hits. Home of the Hits was home of the shits. That was the shit. You walk in there, oh my God. But not anymore. However, I will approve. I do approve of, even if they had to get rid of Home of the Hits and all that. Okay, whatever. Okay, you gotta understand that the shit that's going down now. You know, you kind of have to, with streaming and downloading. You know, you gotta have to understand all that. That music stores aren't going to be music stores anymore. I kind of get that. But, now they're knocking down that whole fucking block, or half a block or whatever. They're going to put in a apartment building, which, okay, I'm fully for, to be honest. I'm fully for all that. Okay? Hey, listen. Better that they put an apartment building there than another fucking Walmart. You know? And that's part of my problem with what would happen in a super fleet. It isn't much because they took away the super fleet. It's more about what they put in its place, you know? It's just gratuitous. You know? It's just very gratuitous what they did. And you know what? I don't like it. Like, did we really need that Walmart? Especially since there's a Walmart, like, not even a mile down the road. That was in perfectly good shape. You know? Like, what was wrong with that one? I don't know. Somehow we needed another one. Like a mile down the road. Now, had the super fleet been bulldozed and they would have put something else there, maybe I would have been more inclined to support that. But it's a fucking Walmart, and it's like you can't get that anywhere else. Come on. Hold on. They were bulldoze a fucking flea market and put, let's say, an apartment building there. I would have been more inclined to support something like that. They were to do that and then put, like, I don't know, like make it like a little park or something. I would have been for it. But no, gotta have the fucking Walmart. Because they don't have enough of those around here. We don't have enough Walmarts around here. You realize something? That I realize if I lived in like the west side of Buffalo, the closest Walmart to that, if I lived in the west side of Buffalo, like near Peace Bridge, the closest Walmart would be in fucking Canada. Did you realize that? So I know there's one that's like right across the bridge there. In a Walmart. Yeah. It's when you go to a foreign country to go to fucking Walmart. Jesus Christ. I hate that fucking shit. Oh, really? That just bugs me. You know, when I went to fucking Toronto with my mom refused to eat at anywhere that wasn't. What the fuck? She ate at this place called Pizza. Okay? It's like a Little Caesars. It's pretty much Little Caesars, what they would call Little Caesars in fucking Canada. They call it Pizza. I think it's the same fucking company. She'd rather eat there. And I was like eating at like the places that they have in Toronto. Mama's Boys Burgers. It's like, I won't eat that. It's like, come on. Like, when I go somewhere, I will not eat, like, McDonald's. Like, okay, here's the thing. Around my birthday time, I'm planning, like, around May, I'm planning on doing, like, maybe like, a week, maybe 4 days in fucking New York City. By myself. If my mom doesn't like it, she could get a court order to stop me from going. I gotta figure out how I want to get there. Bus or train or whatever the fuck. Okay? That's gonna assume that I'm working too. But I'll do fucking videos. I want to go to fucking New York City for like 4 days, 4 or 5 days. I mean, that's the bottom line. No more no Toronto bullshit. New York City. I heard it's a better city too. Never been there. Never been to New York City. It's a lot bigger. And I'm going to go to New York City, and I'm going to go to Harlem, and I'm going to scream the fucking N-word in Harlem. Nah, I won't do that. If my mom has a problem with it, she can go and see a judge. She can get a judge to the court order, and that's the bottom fucking line. Hey, get a fucking court order. That's what I'm gonna tell my mom. You don't want me going to New York City? Well, fuck you. You don't want me in New York City? Well, fuck you. You know what I hate? Yeah, I hate it when people give people a finger like this, with the fucking thumb out like that. I hate when people do that. No, if you want to give somebody a finger, you go like this. You don't have the fucking thumb out like that. Why do people fucking do that? It's the most annoying thing I've ever heard. Like, fuck you. No, you gotta put your thumb in like that, dude. There's some news story I read. The most annoying words of 2017, and I agree with some of them. The word whatever was at top of the list. I agree with that. You know what's even more annoying? When people just respond, K. K. KKK. KKK. The word literally was one of those words. You know what? I fucking agree. I hate it when people sit there and use that word like incorrect. It just seems so incorrect the way some people say it. And they'll say something like, literally eating my pizza and ranting about this. OMG. What? Literally has to be the most annoying word ever. I think it's more annoying than whatever. It has to be. It seems like this literally shit is what the Tumblerinas do. These S-Jews. Literally is something that a feminist would say. Like one of those real annoying fucking bitches. They're like the you know the ones I'm talking about. The ones that complain that they're getting raped. You know what I'm saying? But they're not like women that like they're not women that you would even want to rape to begin with, you know? It's like, oh, I just got stared at the wrong way. Literal eye rape. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's like one of those women that are like 500 pounds with the fucking, they have like the fucking short haircut that look like they just got out of the fucking, they look like fucking bull dykes. You know, the fucking bull dyke lesbian haircut. And of course it has to be like some weird fucking color. It has to be some weird fucking color to their hair because, you know, nothing says I was born this way than making sure that my hair color is the most unnatural color possible. You know what I'm saying? Which, okay, whatever. I have transgender friends, and I have this issue as well, where, and I don't know, I don't really understand everything, but, you know, I try to give support. The one thing that I do not understand about trans people is, okay, we're gonna cut our fucking dicks off. Okay, to put it bluntly, I'm gonna go get a fucking sex change because, hey, nothing says I was born this way than fucking surgically altering your fucking appearance and taking hormones to fucking artificially change my appearance. And I do understand that whole thing, it's more a mindset kind of thing. It's more like, well, I feel like I'm more feminine than most, you know, and that doing that with the hormones and cutting my dick off, well, that just reflects the outer personality with the inner, and I get it. I fucking get it. I'm not, well, you know, whatever, that's, you feel that way, that's what you feel. If there's a difference between just being fucking transgender and being a fucking annoying fucking cunt, okay? Like, seriously, my friend that's transgender, I support her. I support her decisions, whatever. But I'll say something. She could be an annoying fucking idiot sometimes. Okay? Can't we all? We can all be fucking idiots. Now, she's like one of those people that'll take everything seriously. Like, you can't push anything. You can't put anything past her. Anything that you say has to be looked at with a fine-tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, you said you like to sleep like a Chinaman. Chinaman. You said you like to sleep like a Chinaman. A Chinaman. China. You like to sleep like a Chinaman. That's, you said it like that, and you said it like fucking Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is the fucking devil. It's like, shut the fuck up. Well, you know, Chinaman is a racial slur. Man, I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know what the fuck I meant. Okay? You know what the fuck I meant. I like to sleep on a mattress on the floor. Okay? I don't know why that's such a big deal. Just let the fucking shit go. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Like fucking Frozen. Let the shit go. Like, you said Chinaman. You said Chinaman. Can you say that without being racist? Shut the fuck up. I made a joke. Oh my god. I made a joke the one time about how... What the fuck did I even say? I said something about... I will not vote for Hillary Clinton because I don't want to call... I refuse to call Bill Clinton First Laddie or something, and she automatically assumed, oh, you're voting for fucking Trump. No. I voted for Gary Johnson. Oh, he's worse. How the fuck is he worse? Because he's a libertarian. They're fucking awful. It's like, shut the fuck up, woman. Okay? Gary Johnson is bad. Like, why is he bad? Tell me why he's bad. Well, you don't understand. Shut the fuck up. You're the one saying this. Well, you want to vote for someone, vote for fucking Hillary. No, that's what she said. You want to vote for someone that's not on the list, vote, put a write-in for Bernie Sanders. Bernie fucking Sanders. So shut the fuck up. I'll put you down. How's that sound? I'll put your fucking name down somewhere. That way you can rule the fucking country. How's that sound? Bernie Sanders. No, he would actually be a better person than fucking Hillary. I'll admit it. But he actually he probably would if he was still on the thing. I would probably vote for Bernie. You know, I would probably vote for him. I would. You know, I look at fucking Ron Paul. Let's get. I don't really like politics, but let's. Fuck. I don't want to be the political analyzer here, but I like Ron Paul. Ron Paul is like the guy that's like, okay, he's more like he calls himself a Republican, but he's more common sense than anything else. He's not like one of those real hard, like he's not like one of those he's not like Trump where he says stupid fucking shit. Yeah, I don't like Trump. I'm not a big fan of Trump, to be honest. I don't really like him. I think he's stupid. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna say I don't fucking like Trump. I didn't like Bush either. Ron Paul's like one of those guys that are like, okay, we're gonna be common sense about this, okay? You know, we're gonna be common sense here. We're not. He'll sit back and say, you know, we're gonna be common sense. You know, we want not less government, but we want smarter government. You know what I'm saying? So with like net neutrality, he'd be something like, okay, you can have net neutrality, okay? Well, you can have the whole thing with net neutrality, but with like gay marriage and so we're gonna let the people decide. He's more like, let's let the people decide. Okay? 83% want the net neutrality intact. We'll give them that because that's what the people want. Donald Trump is just like, oh, and you know, I can see like a lot of people don't like this net neutrality thing. I mean, they like it, but they don't like the fact that it's getting they're repealing it. And I hate that it's a political spectrum thing. Like you get that fucking Indian that comes out, he's like, yeah, we're gonna repeal these Obama era regulations. Like, why does it matter? Why does it matter that it's Obama era? Because that's what Trump does. He'll be like, well, it's Trump era. We should repeal it. I don't like Trump. Makes everything like so two-sided. You know, I don't like that shit. Like, no, if you want to repeal it for a good reason other than it being Obama era. It's like, shut the fuck up, Trump. And I'm not gonna be one of those people that are gonna call Obama the saint either, because Obama was against net neutrality in the beginning. He was a guy. Obama was a guy that put what's his name, Ajit Pai in the FCC. He was the guy that put him in there. So don't think that Obama can do no wrong here. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Obama, we probably wouldn't have this problem. So we're not gonna have this thing where we're gonna try to make this a one side versus the other. Because it doesn't matter which side you're on. It was like 83% of Democrats wanted the net neutrality, and 80% of Republicans wanted it as well. It's like, come on, majority here says that they want them in place. You want all this in place, and in total, it was 75% of the American people wanted these net neutrality to stay intact. But it's like, you know what, I don't give a shit what America wants. Repeal it anyway. And I think that's wrong. I actually do think that's wrong. Even doesn't matter what you think. I mean, it doesn't matter what side you're on here. The fact is that it's getting to the point where you have an issue that the majority of Americans the majority of Americans want this net neutrality in place. But then you got people like Trump and this Ajit Pai guy going around saying, "Well, fuck what they want. We're gonna repeal it anyway." It just makes you it makes you wonder: are they really on our side or not? You know. But it's like laughing in our fucking face. And then he goes on, he does this video, he's like, "This is everything you can do after we repealed net neutrality." And it's like all kinds of stupid shit. It's like, you can still take pictures of your food. You can still take pictures of you with your pets. You can, no, shut the fuck up. That's somebody put it like this. What if Hitler went on? What if Hitler did a video where he's like, "Yeah, this is everything you can do in the Third fucking Reich. You can still take pictures of your food, of your fucking rations." Yeah. Doesn't, you could still take pictures of your fucking pets. Just don't mind the fucking sound of broken glass outside. Yeah. People are going into fucking gas chambers, but you can still take pictures of your fucking food. I wish... Sometimes I just wish that there was some kind of... I'm not saying a fucking war, but I think it's getting to that point where people want a fucking change. And I'm not saying that it's going to be like one of these revolutionary things where it's going to be like one fucking angry guy is going to spark a whole fucking thing. I don't think so. I'm not saying that. But I think next election, we need to start voting people in that we can get the fucking job done, Like, what has Trump done for us? Like, I'm like, what the fuck has he done? All he does is, he's like me with the fuck. And here's the thing, I say dumb shit online myself. I make dumb fucking Facebook posts. But I'm not the leader of some fucking country. Everything about him, everything he does is just a fucking personal attack against everyone. Everything I do is a fucking personal attack. But again, I'm not the one in charge. You kind of have, when you're in charge of a country, you kind of have to be the bigger man. That's why I get fucking pissed off at my parents about lying. Even though I might lie sometimes, you have to kind of get pissed off more at my parents because you expect my parents to be older and wiser and more mature. But it's not always the case. Okay? Children look up to their parents. Okay? And when, you kind of have to be the bigger role model here. You have to be the bigger man. And that's why I get pissed off at my rich uncle. My rich uncle is older, he's wiser, he's smarter. Or is he? Being old doesn't mean much. My Aunt Karen is old. She's like in her fucking 50s. She's smart. No. My Aunt Karen's retarded. Like literally retarded. And there I go. I said literally. But I used that word in the correct sense. I used it in an appropriate way. People just say it just to say it, and it just, I don't know why. Literally. That's what people say. Literally Hitler. No, you're not. It makes no sense. Metaphorically, you're Hitler, because there's only one fucking Hitler, okay? And that is Adolf Hitler. So if Adolf Hitler comes back from the dead somehow, then, yeah, that would literally be Hitler. If Adolf Hitler became a zombie, that would literally be Hitler. Okay? Trump saying the shit that he does is not literally Hitler. Okay? You know why? Because he isn't Hitler. He's Trump. He could be metaphorically Hitler, which if people start saying that, oh God, that would be an annoying thing. But at least you're saying it right. Okay? At least you're saying it right. So, yeah, Trump may be saying Hitler-type stuff, but he's not literally Hitler. God. It makes me so embarrassed. You know, what I kind of get it. You know what? I've always been critical when my rich uncle says shit like, it's you and your generation, and it's like, whoa. Me and my generation, what the hell? Your generation is lazy and it's entitled and all this, and it's like, please leave me out of it. Listen, I'm the first one. I'm embarrassed to be part of this generation, especially with the people, what a lot of these people are like. You know, there's some things that I can let slide, okay? There's some things about, quote-unquote, my generation that I can let slide, okay? Then there's shit that I can't. And these people are, like, I can understand that a lot of ideas and everything else, things that people believed in 50, 60 years ago are no longer relevant today, and I get it. And I get it. Like, there's people say, oh, well, your generation's killing this industry and that industry. It's like, okay, so fucking what? Well, your generation's not what was the big one? Your generation's not buying diamond rings anymore. And it's like, okay, whatever. Whatever. That's another annoying word they said it was on that list. Okay, whatever. So I'm not buying. I have no desire to own a diamond ring. Like, big fucking deal. People don't really care. That they're more interested in more important shit. You know. Well, your generation, you know. What was the other thing? Oh, my mom always says this. My mom always says this kind of shit. What'd she say? Oh yeah, you need to eat. You need to learn how to eat off of a regular plate, because pretend like you were brought up with a mother. What does that even mean? Pretend. Well, people that don't have mothers eat off of paper plates. Okay, here's the thing. When I'm here in my home, I eat off paper plates. Okay, that's what I do. I prefer paper plates over fucking like fucking china or dishes or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit about it. It's like $1 for like 100 fucking paper plates, you know? It's not a big deal. But it's like, well, you need fancy dishes, and it's like, no, I don't. Pretend like you were brought up with a mother. What does that even mean, though? Like, I don't give a shit. And I really don't. Well, and my mom never said it, but she never said I'm killing an industry. Like, okay, well, if people don't care, really. You know? I really don't. I'm killing the diamond industry. Like, I don't give a shit. I have better things to worry about than diamonds. And diamonds and rubies and emeralds. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I really don't. You're killing the hotel industry. I don't give a shit. You know, that's what you would call growing up, pretty much. You know. And then you got my rich uncle, you know. You're so spoiled you never played sports before. Who the fuck cares about sports? No, seriously, who the fuck cares? I don't. So what if I never played sports in my life? I don't really give a shit. Does that really make you, like, I don't get it. What the fuck do I know about sports? I'm a fucking nerd, okay? It's like, why do you even care? You know, I enjoy what I like, and you enjoy what you like. I'm not into sports. You might be into sports. That's just the way it is. I might be in more of a nerdy thing, and you might not be. It's all fucking interest, man. It's not a competition. Like shit like that pisses me off. Like, okay, so what if my generation never climbed the rope? What is that? Like, who fucking cares? Is that supposed to mean something? I don't fucking get it. See, that kind of shit I don't really care about. And it's like like I said, I am embarrassed by my generation for certain things. For example, I am embarrassed over, these I'm not going to say liberal, but overly liberal people. The ones that take offense to every little thing you say. You say I think it's annoying that you can't even go up to a girl and talk to her without it being some kind of sexual harassment thing. You can't even go up to a girl and say hi without it being sexual harassment. Okay. I mean, I'm not going up to girls and like saying, "Hey, baby, you want to come back to my house and have fucking sex?" I'm not saying that. Like, people are being fucking called out for sexual harassment for simply like talking to women now. It's ridiculous. And I'm not talking about Harvey Weinstein. I mean, he's his own thing. He did what he did, and he needs to deal with it. And I'm not talking about people that... I'm talking about just people that you can't even like look at a woman without it being called stare rape. Now looking at a woman is considered rape. And I think it's disgusting when my generation are the ones doing this shit. I think it's disgraceful. Imagine all those women that are raped. Whatever the hell may be. They get thrown in the bushes and just get raped in the bushes, behind a building, in an alleyway, whatever the fuck may be. Someone's apartment. Take a girl out, fucking rape her in the bathroom. That's fucking... That's disgraceful. And whoever does that should be held accountable. Fullest extent of the law. Charged up the ass. And any social stigmas that come from that, they deserve. But when you sit there and say shit like, I'm being stare raped, because some guy, I'm walking down the street and some guy looks behind him when I walk by and looks at my ass, shaking, walking. I'm being stare raped. And you know what it is? When you say shit like that, you're cheapening the people that are actually raped. Everything now is like a new type of rape. Supposedly now, when there's some people out there that believe that when they give birth to baby boys, that the baby is raping the woman because it's actually a dick inside the woman. I don't fucking know. The stupid that comes out of my generation. I'm embarrassed to be this generation sometimes. And I'm the one, yeah, I might not be working now. But guess what? I'm looking for a job. I'm trying to get myself straight. I'm starting to get myself, I'm at least trying to work. I like working. And, you know, I might not always have a job. Okay, I'm not always going to have a job. And I get that. It's hard to get jobs sometimes. But, I mean, when I get a job, I try my hardest to keep it. I know there was a couple times I quit a job. But it was either because the conditions are so fucking bad that I just couldn't, like, take it. Or it was, like, something else where I couldn't get to the job. I couldn't get out to the job because it was all the way out in the middle of fucking nowhere, you know? And it's like shit like that. It's like, there comes a time where you just you're gonna have to fucking do something about it. And that's my problem. I'm not lazy. It's just really hard for me to get jobs. Like, just because I don't, listen to this. Just because I don't announce that I'm going on a job interview or that I'm looking for a job or what the hell I'm doing doesn't mean that I'm not doing that. You know? Like right now, I'm going to try to hold off on a job until after Christmas. Why? Because a lot of places aren't even really hiring until the new year anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really make much sense to, you know, get a job now or try to find a job. I'll wait till after New Year. Because that way, you know, the people, jobs like the hire around the New Year. That's what I found out. Whatever reason it is, they do that. And, I mean, I don't know. Ugh. I just, like, right now, I'm just really worried about, getting this stupid fucking court order fulfilled. I'm not even worried about the restraining order, to be honest. Like, the restraining order is like the least of my concerns at this point. Like, I really don't care because I have no desire to even look at that fucking beast of a woman. Okay? Which, by the way. There's something that's been, like, bothering me about this whole thing. About my whole arrest. There's been something that has been bothering me this whole fucking time. Okay? So, and I'll be honest. Next time I see Dick Griffin, I'm going to ask him about this. I'm seriously going to ask him about this because this is bothering me this entire time. So, whenever I see Dick Griffin around, he always pulls up in his fucking car right next to me. He's like, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? I'm going to fucking eat here. I'm going to the mall. Whatever the fuck. And then I'd be like, she never came back to the fucking station, did she, to complain? She didn't. She's like, nah, if she did that, you know I'd be at your house or something. And I'm like, yeah, well, I think I told him something like, I'm still kind of concerned about, yeah, I'm honest with the man, okay, I'm honest with him. I will be honest, I am still a little concerned, and I will always be concerned about the welfare of that child. That's not going to change. No amount of jail, no amount of anything is really going to change that. And I told him that, he's like, well, why do you even care, really? you haven't seen her in like 11 years. And I know when he had me arrested, when he arrested me, he's like, how do you know that she's pregnant? It's been 11 years. Why are you still following her? And I keep here's the thing. He's asking me why I still care, okay? But here's the thing. If I haven't, it's actually not been 11 years. It's actually been like, let's see, 4 years. That was the last time I actually saw her in person. 4 years ago at a bar called The Waiting Room. Okay? I'm not, 11 years ago is when we last hung out together. When it was me and her got together and hung out and actually did something together, and not just, me running into her at a fucking concert or something. But okay. So 11 years, why am I still thinking about her? Honestly, if you're going to ask me that question, why don't you ask her that question as well? No, seriously though. Seriously, I'm fucking serious about this. What you're asking me why I still think about her, how I know she was pregnant and the whole thing. First of all, I want to know why she still thinks about me. Now, how the hell did she find that video that quick? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would she find that video that quick? From what I understand, I made the video, okay? I made the video. I uploaded the video. I made the video, I believe it was like around this time, like around 5, 6 o'clock at night. I made the video. Then I needed a couple hours to render the video. So let's say it was probably 6 o'clock at night. I needed a couple hours to render. So it was a 2-hour video. So 6 o'clock. I got done with the video around 8. Done filming it at 8 or so. I probably put it on probably did the whole rendering thing like right after I got done with it. That might have took about an hour or so, maybe, to render it, because I don't really do a lot of editing. What I do is I join videos. See, what happens is when I do videos, a lot of what happens is my camera, I'm like right now I'm filming, and if I go over like a certain amount of, I don't really know what the cutoff is, but a lot of times what'll happen is I'll be doing a video, and the camera will actually, after a certain amount of time, it will actually split the fucking video into a separate file. So it's like, let's say it's like every half hour of continuous video, it'll start making separate files. So like a 2-hour video would be like 4 files of a half hour each. So instead of uploading 4 fucking files each, I like to combine them all into one file, okay? And then I put like the fucking intro on it as well. So it takes about an hour, 2 hours, depending on how much video I'm joining and like what kind of video it is. Like the GoPro videos are notorious for being long as hell to render for some reason. That's why I rarely do GoPro videos, because it's just so hard to render those. And a lot of times, too, when I'm rendering them, they, like, fuck up sometimes. But anyway, so let's say I did the video around 6, started at 6, filmed. I got done with the video at, like, 8. This was a 2-hour video, if I remember. I rendered it, so it takes maybe another 2 hours to render. So by that time, it's like 10. I stayed up till like maybe 11 o'clock at night. And then, you know, after it's done rendering all, you know, after it's all joined, then it takes about another hour to upload it to YouTube. And by that time, you know, probably about that time, like sometimes I like to just, sometimes what I'll do is I'll upload it I'll start uploading it, then I'll go to sleep or something. And by the time it's all uploaded, it's already up on YouTube by the time I wake up, and sometimes there's a lot of comments after that. So, I mean, you're talking. So you probably she probably stays up all night, you know. I know her. She probably stays up until a good 3 in the morning or whatever. I can't really do that shit. Probably goes to bed, gets up at like fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I can never live like that. I can never go to sleep at it. I was never like somebody that did that, you know. I was never somebody that can like wake, like just, like when I sleep, I go to bed maybe the latest at midnight, and then I'll go to sleep, and then I get up at like maybe 7 or 8 in the morning, you know. I cannot be like one of those people that go to bed at like 5 o'clock in the morning and then wake up at like fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I could never be like somebody like that. But, so, it seemed like the same day I uploaded that, okay? The same day that it was fully uploaded, she already saw the video, and she already was down at the fucking police station telling them about the video. And it was probably like 2-3 days after I uploaded it, I got him at my fucking house. And the dick actually, he actually kind of hinted that he was looking for me for a couple days before they actually caught me. So, you gotta think of it this way. Why is she even watching my videos? You gotta ask her, why is she even watching my videos to begin with? You know, you're gonna ask me, why do I keep thinking about her? Why is she watching my videos? You know? It's like, it seemed like it was like, I made the video, and it was like, an hour later, she was at that police station, and they came to my house a couple times, I guess. I wasn't home. They just kept coming back until they actually found me. But you gotta think about it this way. Why is she watching my videos on a regular basis? That's what you gotta think to yourself. I mean, I'm not trying to take away what I did. I'm not trying to say, like, listen, I'm not trying to, like, downplay what I did. What I said was fucking terrible, and I regret it. And I regret what I said. 100% regret what I said. And I seriously do. I seriously regret what I said, you know. I'm not going to regret my thoughts, though. I'm not going to regret that I kind of care about the kid. I'm not going to regret that. I'm not going to regret my concern for the baby. But what I said, I should never have said what I said. On a bunch of different levels. First off, it's fucking violent what I said. Okay? It's fucking violent. What I said was rude as fuck. Like, you just don't go up to women and say, you need to stop fucking breeding. You don't fucking do shit like that. What I said was violent. You don't say shit like that. You don't say that you're gonna pretty much... I'm not gonna repeat what I said, but if somebody could actually do that, not only would it kill the kid, but it'll probably kill her. So, not only was it a very violent threat, but in a way, it was almost like a death threat. Okay? I was threatening to kill pretty much 2 people. The kid and her, pretty much. That's not right. Especially for this third reason why it was so bad, was that it's out of character of me. It was a whole video talking about how I was so concerned about this kid that I'm willing to fucking kill a kid. Like, come on, that's not cool. That's not fucking cool of me to say. You don't my whole intention, first of all, it was out of character. I said it out of anger, okay? I said it out of anger. And I'll be honest with you, I am still concerned about the welfare of that kid because certain events that happened in the past. We all know what they are. We're not going to rehash that. Okay? Let's move on from that. However, when I say something like what I said, rip a baby out, that does not show concern for a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't show concern. It does not show any kind of concern. It just sounds like I'm a fucking madman. It just sounds like I'm like a fucking violent madman. You know, even though I never fucking did that, even though I would never do something like that, it just makes me sound fucking crazy. Who the fuck goes around and says that kind of shit? Obviously me, because I said it, but you know what I'm saying. It was out of anger. I felt like the system failed. You know. And on top of it, even if I went overboard and said something like that, I really don't think I would have gotten arrested if I didn't say that 5-second line that I said. Okay, so it also shows on my part how fucking lazy I am, because I didn't go back after the video was all done and filmed. I didn't go back and fucking, you know, cut that part out. 5 seconds, I could cut that shit out. That vid, and it wouldn't even affect the message of the video. Underneath the the whole message, it wouldn't even affect the message. But I would have stayed. I would have been able to stay out of jail probably. I don't think I would have been arrested if I didn't say. I don't think I would have been arrested if I made the video without that fucking threat in there. Because that was the only threat that was in there, really. The rest of it was just trash talk, to be honest. It was really nasty. It was really mean. It was really disgusting trash talk. But in the end, it was just trash talk, except for that one part. That one part in there where I made a threat, that's what got me in trouble. Because, let's think about it this way. If I left that part out, everything would have been covered under the free speech. Okay? You might not agree with the free speech thing. You might think what I'm saying is disgusting, but it's free speech nonetheless. Threats are not covered under free speech. It stopped becoming free speech when I made a threat. That's the bottom line. That's why I got charged with an aggravated harassment. It would have taken me how long? It would have taken, and this is what fucking pissed me off. It would have taken me probably 5 minutes out of my day. It would have taken me 5 minutes out of my day to cut that part out. It'd take me 5 minutes to cut out a 5-second piece of video, and I would have been fine. Because I didn't want to spend 5 minutes taking out a 5-second piece, I now spent 28 days in jail, and I did jail. I have to do a restraining order, which, by the way, I don't really care about. That's easy enough. I don't really want to see her. She doesn't want to see me. That's the bottom line. I don't really care about the restraining order. Honestly, I don't even need the restraining order. Okay? I'm serious. I don't even want the honestly, the restraining order doesn't really matter. Because you know why? Even if they didn't give her a restraining order, I don't even want to see her. Okay? I'm my own restraining order. Her face is the restraining order. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Her face is a fucking restraining order. But anyway, jokes aside, I'm so lazy. If I spend, the fact is, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, I wouldn't be in there 28 days. I wouldn't have to do a restraining order. I wouldn't have to be going through this whole counseling shit. You know, my machete would never have been stolen. I could have saved, I didn't even need a machete. I had to buy a new one. That was like, what, another $15 out of my pocket. Fucked up, man. All that because I'm too lazy to cut out 5-second thing. That boggled my fucking mind. That boggled my fucking mind. 5-second clip that I could have just put through, and it's not like I didn't have the fucking software back then to do it. I had Sony Vegas on my computer the entire time. But because if you remember, I was I did that video with Eugene. You know, and he was like, because me and Eugene came over, we filmed the entire thing. He didn't want to be on tape, but you could hear his voice on video. And we had a whole discussion about like drugs and shit. And he's like, hey, if you're gonna put this on YouTube, take out the fucking drug talk, you know. And that's what I did. I did take out the drug talk on his request. So, I mean, it's like a huge chunk of time, but it was like an hour long that I had to cut off that fucking video. But me and him agreed that the drug talk, you know, should have been cut. So it did. And that's about it. So, yeah, I did have Sony Vegas on my computer at the time. Because that video was done before I went to jail. But it's fucked up because had I just spent 5 minutes cutting 5 seconds out that video, I wouldn't have to spend 28 days in jail. It's not even just 28 days either. It's everything that goes with arrest and court and all that. I'm facing more court time. I'm facing another court date, possibly, because I got dumped from Horizon. So I have a feeling that Cheektowaga Court's gonna drag me back to court again. I don't want to go back to court. I don't want to see the inside of that courtroom. I don't want to see that stupid judge's face again. I don't want to look at him. He looks creepy, that judge. You know, I looked up that judge, and he's like the from what I understand, he's like the Harvey Weinstein of Cheektowaga, town of Cheektowaga. Apparently, I guess he got in trouble a couple times with sexual harassment. That's nice, right? That's fucking nice. That guy's judging me. That guy's deciding my fate. Could you imagine if fucking Harvey Weinstein had to decide your fate? And could you imagine if it was like some hot chick that he had to go in there and be like, she just got off of being like a hooker or something. He's like, you know, suck my fucking dick, and I'll let you go free today. If you don't suck my fucking dick, it's 50 years in jail. Suck my dick right now, you go home free. Man. And I don't know what that. I don't know if that judge is guilty or not. But I just don't want to look at the fucking courtroom anymore. I don't like going there. I don't like going there. I don't like going to court. I don't like being in that courtroom. You know, I don't like looking at the judge. You know, what the hell? You know, I don't like having a fucking dick at my house every fucking time. It just fuck. I don't like doing this shit, to be honest. It's just I just want to get my fucking therapy order done. And not even I don't even want to fucking look at Cheektowaga police station anymore. Like, if I have to go past it, like driving by it, just fucking drive in a way that I don't have to see it. You know? Fuck, I don't want to fucking look at that place. Like, when I go to fucking New York City, I don't know how the fuck they go to get there. To be honest, I think they actually go through like Pennsylvania to get there somehow. So I think what it is they start out in downtown Buffalo at the thing there, and then they actually go down south into Pennsylvania and cut through Pennsylvania, and then they end up going, I think, through like maybe New Jersey, and then they get to New York City through there. I don't think it's all the way through New York State. I don't think it's like they go. I mean, to be honest, they might, cause I think it's like the same. What is it? The same fucking bus also goes to Rochester. So the same bus actually goes to like Toronto, Buffalo, Buffalo Airport, then Rochester, and then I think the next city is like Syracuse. Then it's New York City, or there could be Albany in between there too. But they go from like Toronto to downtown Buffalo, then the Buffalo Airport, then it's Rochester, Syracuse, maybe Albany, but then they go to New York City, and then I think the next place they go to is like I think Philadelphia on the same bus, and then maybe DC, I want to say. And I believe Baltimore is in there somewhere too. Oh my god, I want to get the fuck out of this city so bad. Like, not even move, but just get the fuck out for like a couple days. I think that would really help me, to be honest. I really do. When I went to Toronto for a weekend, that really fucking helped me. I was like, oh my god. Like, I really needed that. Like, that really, I was like, wow, I didn't know I was able to do that. I didn't know I was actually able to do something like that. I actually impressed myself. So I think I should take it a little step further, go a little farther. New York City. I want to go to New York City around May or June or something like that. I'm not gonna go like in the middle of fucking winter. You know, I'm not gonna be Jewsy and go in the middle of fucking winter. Go to fucking Niagara Falls in the middle of fucking winter. That's fucking stupid of her, but it's Jewsy, you know. And I know she had to go to a fucking funeral in Ohio, and on the way back to Maine, she came through, Buffalo. We hung out for a little bit. I wish we could have done something a little different, but on such a short notice, and that car she had and the whole thing, the only thing I could have thought of was a fucking mall, that stupid fucking mall. But anyway, there's a lot of weird shit in that mall. That Main Place Mall, there's a lot of weird fucking shit that there yeah, so even if the food was terrible, we still got to laugh at a bunch of fucking stupid shit at that mall. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I do wish we could have went someplace a little better, though. I wish we could have just went to like some fucking chicken wing place instead of getting fucking mall pizza. you know, had she, you know, just fucking, had she had a bigger car, we could have went someplace a little bit. Had it not been so cold, really, and snowing and blowing and the whole bit, we probably could have went to like fucking Anchor Bar or something. I don't know. But, oh, you know, I just want to get this shit over with. Ow. Oh, God. I'm so fucking stiff right now. I sit in one spot and I get all stiff. Anyway, this is Dragonlordfrodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.